She doesn't have a backup camera, so she doesn't know what she's doing. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bubbas Garage. Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Man, I tell you, have you ever had one of those days where like you're working on something or thinking about something and you just couldn't let it go? You didn't want to let it go, or it was just kind of like eating inside of you, where you just felt like you didn't have a choice. You couldn't let it go because it's just there and you feel like it needs to be resolved or needs to be tended to, or what? Man, I have one of those days. That's today. I got something that's running through my mind that's very challenging logically, and I can't let it go. I can't let it go, but I have to. It's family time. You know, it's family time. It's Bubba time. You know, I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about automotive backup cameras. We're getting ready to put a camera on the Black Bear Edition Jeep, Bobbie's Jeep. So we ordered a bunch of different cameras. License plate camera that we saw in the last episode, 1/4-inch pinhole camera here, a 1/4-inch angle mounted camera here. The cool thing about this one though, options. You can make it a front facing camera, a rear facing camera. You can make the image mirror. You can put grid lines on or take grid lines off. And that's all controlled by a couple of wires. You just cut the wires and it quits doing whatever it is doing. Grid lines off, cut the wires. Reverse the mirror, clip it. So that way it'll work in the front or the back. Currently, this is what we have installed in the Altitude Edition. I'll show you guys some of that. It works really, really well. I really like it. It's pretty durable. All of these cameras, Amazon, you know, 20 bucks or less. Not very expensive at all. Each one has its different use. You know, some people have a lot of good luck and a lot of bad luck when they order some of these cameras off of Amazon. I really think it just depends on where you're using it and how you're using it and what you're using it for. The pinhole, so if you're like drilling into the bumper, which we might do, we don't know yet, pinhole. Drill a hole, pop it in, and then the handy dandy license plate bracket. Personal experience, first of all, this is a really good, it's heavy duty, it's steel, it's not plastic. I'm gonna leave all the links to these below, by the way. It's a good camera. I just don't think it's probably your best camera if your license plate is not in the center of the vehicle. I don't think it'll work. It has this, you know, where you can adjust it left and right, but come on, man, you gonna back up sideways? I don't know. It's not gonna work for the Jeep. So, and then of course, you know, a little LCD monitor, 25 bucks, Amazon. This is, I think, what we paid for it. Use this to test and play with those locations. So this weekend, we're going to be designing or prototyping what we want to do on the Black Bear Edition on where we want to put our camera. Different cameras for different options. Let's take this stuff out to the garage and play with it. It's the best thing to test with. Why wire it in if you could just plug it in and get you some alligator clips? One of these might come handy too. Plug it in, 12 volts. Good to go. Of course, you got to have a monitor. And a camera might be handy. This particular camera has built-in grid lines. Therefore, you can't remove the grid lines. So if your vehicle puts grid lines on there and you can't turn them off, you might have 2 grid lines. Some things to think about. Guys, I had to go change. It's like 78 degrees out there. Funny thing is, this morning it was like 34. I got slightly delayed. I forgot to upload yesterday's vlog. I'm on it now. Alright guys, so we looked at the different types of cameras that we have here in Bubbas Garage. one of those cameras with the slight angle on it, the adjustable camera that can have the grid lines, not have the grid lines, can be a front camera or a rear camera, I have installed on the Jeep Altitude. That's here. Now I chose to install my camera high up on the over the tire cargo carrier because I wanted a better view. I wanted to be able to use my camera for not only backing up, but if I'm towing a rig, I want to be able to see the rig that I'm towing for backing up purposes. In addition to, I wanted a better field of view behind me, further back behind me, almost, not quite, but almost like a rear view mirror. In addition to, I wanted the option to press the button on the dash screen and then be able to see what's going on behind me without being in reverse. The question is, what is Bobbie going to pick for her Jeep Wrangler? I'm not sure, but guess what? We got the options to prototype it and find out what works best for her. Hopefully some of the information that we're going through will help you better pick what location works best for you. She doesn't have backup camera, so she doesn't know what she's doing. So we're wrapping up our vlogs. I hope I gave you guys enough information on the automotive cameras that'll help you figure out what works best for you. In the end, just pick one. Bobbie's having a hard time with it. I had a hard time with it. It's not easy. Sometimes you just gotta pick it and do it.
There's no right or wrong answer. It just depends on what you want.
That's right. There isn't. There really isn't. I mean, do you want to see their face when you run them over, or do you want to see their feet when you run them over? It's the same. It's the same. I like to look at the face. I want to know that they see me running them over. So I chose the high. No. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to start working on the Black Bear, see if we can't figure out what option we're going to take. We might fab a bracket. We might buy a bracket. We might drill some holes in the bumper. And if that doesn't work, we're going to use dynamite. We don't know yet. So stay tuned.
No dynamite, no dynamite.
So stay tuned to the next episode to see how that turns out. I hope you guys had a fabulous day. If you really like our videos, give us a huge thumbs up. If you really love our videos, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Please